Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing. Today I'm delighted to be back joined with Conor Goulding. He's now had 16 fights, 6 wins with 10 defeats and his next fight is it's a week yesterday. He's on the Wardley Dubois undercard in Manchester next week against another 1-0 prospect in Issiah Hamilton Allen. 1-0 over 4 rounds and how have you been, Conor? Been a little while since I've had you on the channel. You've had a couple fights since, and of course this one upcoming. How have you been?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Sam. Yeah, been active, haven't I, since we last spoke? I think that was before the fighting against Ashong, wasn't it, in London? And then, yeah, I fought in Ireland since then. And then I fought on the boxer show in Ireland, in Cardiff against a good lad. And then I got a win, then I picked up a win on the road a couple of weeks ago in Sunderland. So I was made up with that because, as I say, 10 defeats, hasn't it, on the bounce. So it was lovely getting that hand raised. I was made up with that. Forgot what it felt like. And then obviously got this big opportunity next week. So no, I'm buzzing. Good. It's all good. I'm happy. Yeah. I can't wait for this next week.
Ah, good, good. Yeah, just briefly, we'll talk about these ones. Of you've had some tricky nights, haven't you? Your
Yeah.
last couple as well. I mean, the one I was at was your call on a Box Nation, Emmanuel Eshong,
Yeah.
2-0. When you went before you fought him, it was sort of co-main event. You were sort of second last on, and
Yeah.
talk about that fight. A tough man
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
work, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He was strong. Yeah, he was very strong. Like he does well to make the weight. Very strong, super welter, isn't he? Built well, like very could whack a bit as well. So yeah, to be honest, just a case of getting through that one. I didn't feel me fittest, to be honest. It was like early January. It was a January time, wasn't it? I was just
Yeah,
getting
late
back
Jan,
into it.
yeah.
Late Jan, yeah, and yeah, I sort of yeah, I wasn't myself really in that fight, and he was a good kid as well. So I just played it safe in that fight. A couple of exchanges, I thought he's carrying a bit of power, and he was sharp, wasn't he? And I think he thought that I was just gonna come and sort of stand there and be a punch bag a little bit. So and I thought it's not gonna happen tonight. So I just got through. I was happy in the final bell and that one, if I'm honest, Sam. But yeah, since that though, I haven't half got fitter and stronger and as I say, having 16 fights now, I feel like it's all coming together now because obviously I was still like a bit of a novice, wasn't I? Didn't have many amateurs. So I'm
Mm.
sort of learning on the road, being like a bit savvy like I was that night with the defence. And then obviously like I was like, in Sunderland a few weeks ago. I feel like I'm putting my shots together as well. So I just feel like everything's coming together. But no, Ashong was good. He was a good opponent. Tim. I think he'll do well. He was very strong.
Yeah, he had a bit of venom in his punches. You could, as I was there as I saw you on the night. Yeah, he seemed like he could whack a bit as you said, quite strong. Yeah,
Yeah.
you done well to stay up in the fight though. Do you feel?
Yeah, yeah, I think I was frustrating him a little bit. I don't, as I say, Sam, I don't think he was expecting it. I think that's why they sort of put me on the coal main with him, thinking I'd just have a bit of a tear up with him like I have in the past. But obviously, like that night in Blackpool and other fights where it didn't work out well for me. I just thought, no, I'm not falling into that trap. So I was frustrating him a little bit, moving my feet. And as I say, I don't think he was expecting that, was he? So I sort of caught him a bit off guard. Suppose I could have done a little bit more
You
looking
you
at it
made him
again, but
frustrated at times though. Do you
yeah,
feel a little bit?
I definitely, yeah, as I say, because I think just because he just wasn't expected, I think the game plan he worked on would have just been me standing in front of him and so we could just see off. So I think everything he worked on in the gym just couldn't really come off. But no, as I say, yeah, he was good, nice lad as well. So good luck to him in the future, like, and I think he'll do well.
Yeah, definitely. And then you faced another 2-0 opponent. So your first 3 fights this year have all been against 2-0 opponents. This time you fought in Belfast. It seemed like a good little venue as well. The
Yeah,
one
it
in
was a great
Belfast
venue.
on
Oh yeah,
on
it was called the Water City Hall. It was called like in Belfast. Oh, it was a great, probably the best venue I've boxed at. That
you
it was
reckon?
yeah, it was impressive. The venue didn't expect it to be like that. Did you watch the fight? Yeah,
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 it was on
the
DAZN at
zone.
the time.
Yeah,
I
Lex
thought
Weston.
maybe you could have nicked I think it might have been can't remember that. It might have been the third round, and then of course you got caught in the
Yeah.
fourth.
I think that shot changed like the dynamics of the fight because, to be honest, I was growing into that fight and I think it was right. I think you're right, round three. I think I did win it. Well, I thought I won the round, and then I just felt like I was getting into it. And then round four, he clipped me with the shot, and then that was it. Then he got his tail up, didn't he? And it sort of changed the fight. But to be honest, too heavy that Sam that weight. And then the next fight, because that was 11 stone 8, that was middleweight, and he was
Well,
just
the
far
Lex
too big.
Weston fight was
The
11 stone
the
8.
Lex Weston one was 11 stone 8, yeah, and
Yeah,
then so was the
Kieran
lad in
Jones.
Kieran Jones. That's it, got his name, and so was Kieran Jones. He was 11 stone 8. So we've said now, me and my team, unless it's like a good fight, good money fight, we're not gonna bother with that weight anymore because they're just too big, Sam. They're probably walking around about like maybe even 13 stone and then
Mm.
boiling down. And I was like, I was at the weight like a week before, like 74 and a half kilo, 74 kilo. So it's just far too big, mate. So my weight's 11 stone 5, 11 stone 3. I think this is 11 stone 2 on Saturday. So as I say, Sam, just far too big. That Lex West, and he was good. Don't get me wrong, he wasn't bad, but just too big.
Yeah, I thought you were because in the fourth, I thought you were getting you in that third. You built a bit of momentum, and of course, you just got caught, and that sort of
Yeah,
turned the fight back into his sort of just sort of turned the fight back towards him. If you get what I mean. But
yeah.
those
That's it.
those two fights though with Lex Weston and Kieran Jones, they were on DAZN, and of course I know this one's on DAZN. We'll get onto it in a moment. But yeah, DAZN in Belfast, BBC in I think it was Cardiff against Kieran Jones. So
Yeah,
two,
that was on the Lauren Price bill, wasn't it? The world title bill, yeah.
yeah,
In
yeah.
Cardiff, yeah. That as I say, that was a great event as well. It was yeah, Ben the boxer one. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like you just notice that bit different, when you're on them big shows and you realise, fucking hell, this is like proper show. Even all the small all shows are good, but it's just different when you're on them big shows. Like just well better. Like
You get a bit of a superstar feeling, don't you?
yeah, you do. Yeah, you get seated where you're getting picked up and like in the big Vitos, and like you just get seated well. Like yeah, you do. You sort of think like you just like have to put a bit more of a show on if that makes sense. But Kieran Jones was good. Don't get me wrong, wasn't a puncher. Who he reminded of me, Sam, was when I fought James Hennigan. Very
Mhm.
similar to him. Very
Technically.
similar. Technically, yeah, very sharp, but just wasn't really a big puncher. But very sharp, very accurate, very sharp. But I felt like I handled it well that fight. I think I done as good as I could have done. As I say, maybe in parts could have put it on him a little bit more. But as I say, I done my job in that fight, and but yeah, I thought I done all right with that one. To be honest with you, that Kieran Jones one.
Yeah, I believe I've heard that he might be pushing for a Welsh area, a Welsh title or a Celtic title possibly as
Mm,
well.
yeah, I think he needs to next,
Because
doesn't he? I
he's
think.
he's I think he's that was his yeah he
Uh,
was 13 and 0 at the time, so he's 14 and 0,
but
isn't he?
yeah,
So
so he's
yeah,
got to be kicking on now, hasn't he? Yeah, he's
yeah,
got to be pushing on for the title now, hasn't he? Yeah, defo.
yeah.
Yeah.
You'd think so, but how? Yeah, you said about the boxer. And how did you find that venue, the Cardiff International Arena,
Yeah,
compared
no, that was
to
a good
the one in
venue as well.
Belfast?
Yeah, yeah. As I say, I did prefer the Belfast one. It was good. But yeah, I think the Cardiff one was good as well, and it was great noise in there as well. It filled up even for him. Because I think we were like stayed on maybe
I think
quite
you were on the
quite early.
iPlayer
Yeah,
one.
so it was quite early, but even then it was filled up. Even then, usually sometimes they're empty, aren't they, until like the main
Until
couple
like
of
the main
fights.
the main
Yeah,
cards, don't they?
yeah,
Yeah.
but no, he sold quite a lot of tickets, so it was noisy in there. It was good atmosphere. But no, yeah, no, I enjoyed the whole experience. That's what I mean. So I've boxed so far. I've boxed on Channel 5, Boxer, um, and obviously I'm going to be on the Frank Queensbury show this
So
weekend.
it's going to be your um second or third time to zone. It was because the Hennigan
Third.
fight was. I don't know if that was on
Yeah,
DAZN. I can't remember.
Hennigan fight was on the zone, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this will be me fit. Oh, here's an exclusive for you as well. Sam, I've been put on the Matchroom show on the, well, it was meant to be the Dalton Smith show in Sheffield on the
The
6th of
June.
June.
Scalau
But
you
it's
fine now.
they're all your final, so I'm on that. I'm fighting. Is it Malumbu? Malum, Malunda. Sorry, Malunda.
Is he Sheffield lad, is he?
Yeah, he's a Sheffield lad. I think he's in that Steel City gym. You know, Dalton Smith's
Oh
dad.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so he's meant to be a good kid by all accounts. He's 2-0, but he was a top amateur. So I'm doing a 4 rounder. Am I doing a 4 rounder? Yeah, I'm doing a 4 round with him on the 6th of June. So that's another one ticked off for me. Matchroom show.
Yeah. I mean you're doing business now, aren't you? Getting all on these big shows and big platforms. Just before getting to the Shire Hamilton fight quickly,
Yeah.
talk about that win that you got
Ah,
the other week. 58-57 in Rayton. Um, do you believe it was that close though?
um, I don't know. Probably not. I mean, I would have said for 4-2. Me myself. Like, would you? Did you watch it?
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
just I watched it back as well
Yeah.
earlier today. Yeah.
I would. Yeah, I would have said 4-2 to me, but we'll take it. The knockdown as well was a funny one, wasn't it? The way it was.
Oh yes,
What
the
did you make
whole
of that one?
was it on the bell? Was it, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at the time, I thought it was on the bell, but it was me. I think it was slightly after. But to be honest with you, if you watch it back, we're both working, aren't we? It's not like the bell's gone and then like I've sort of stolen on him with his hands down. We've
Yeah,
both
it's
been
sort of
working.
gone as you've sort of come into it, isn't it?
Yeah, he's missed. He's through and missed. So like he could have put me down, couldn't he? And I've landed the left hook. And to be honest with you, I think looking at the rules, because I did go away and have a look, the ref still should have counted. But I just
Did
think
it
the
not
way
count?
no, he never counted it.
No.
No. I think the ref didn't know what to do because obviously he never
It's a weird
took a
one,
point.
isn't it?
It was yeah, it was a weird one, and then especially with this trainer running in as well. I
Oh
think
yes, he wasn't happy. What was he? He was shouting a bit of a. Well, I didn't hear what he was saying, but
yeah, I mean I don't know. It just I think he's all right to be honest. I spoke to him after. It's just emotions, isn't it? For looking
yeah,
after this
yeah.
fighter, I think he just thought it was after the bell, and I think because he ran in the ring, the ref must have thought, wow, it was after the bell. But
Mm.
yeah, but luckily enough, it didn't impact the fight anyway. I still won. But yeah,
But do
no,
you
it was
think
great.
it should have counted you or
Um,
no?
I don't know. As I say, it didn't. It doesn't matter in hindsight now, does it?
Well,
But
no. I
I
mean, you
don't
got the
know.
win, which is the main thing.
Yeah, got the win. Now, as I say, I was made up, getting my arm raised. When I heard 58-57, I thought, oh, they're gonna give it to him here. And then they raised my hand, and that's why I did. I did go a bit mad. It's like my trainer said after it, laughing. It's like you won the world title, but it was to me because
Yeah.
people don't realize when even though you're getting paid and it's nice, good, memories and good good experiences what you're doing. Like you can't beat that and getting raised. It's just euphoria. You can't put a price on that, Sam. So that's why it
And
was
especially after the fights that you've been through with,
yeah,
the fights not going your way. I mean, even some close fights we
yeah,
recapped in early Jam before your Ashong fight, how close they were. That
yeah,
feeling when you got your hand raised, you deserve that win
yeah,
as well. I mean, I think it was either I think round one was quite a bit nip and tuck. I think it was the opening round, but I
yeah,
think and then there must have been one more. But I thought you were a convincing winner in a competitive sort of fight.
yeah. Nice one, Sam. Yeah, it was obviously nice as well because it was in his backyard as well, wasn't it? So sort of quieting the crowd a little bit and just going back to what you said before as well about like getting on the big shows and that win. So like Steve Ellis, my manager, he said when we were like just before the fight, we were chatting, and he said, "You know what? I think we might have to get you on a home show, just to sell a couple of tickets, just to get a win, just to keep you on the big show." Because I think that's why I'm getting put on the big show, Sam. Because obviously the promoters know that I come and have a fight, and my record's still all right. But obviously, like Steve Lillis said, my manager, if I do keep getting losses, it's going to be hard to stay on them big shows, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
that was in my head. It was like an incentive I thought to
Because
myself.
some people would be like, "Oh, it's getting a bit too on the negative
Yeah,
side," if you get
well,
what I mean.
that's
But
it. They
that
don't
sort of
like, yeah, they don't like
livened
too
it
many
back up,
losses.
hasn't it? It's
I
evened it
think
out a
so,
little
but
more.
that's what was on me head. I thought I'm gonna win tonight. Like I'm gonna get a win tonight, and then that record now 10-6, and then hopefully a win on the weekend. 10-7. It's sort of getting to a 50-50 record where I'm still staying in them big fights, and who knows, I could
And
get something.
and as we said previously, some of it you could easily have a 50-50 record at the moment with some of those fights.
Yeah.
Talk us through that fight just quickly though. Did you feel like you because the jab was key? I thought even when it was in the pocket, I think that would you say was it the left hook that was the key shot? Would you say?
Yeah, I was nailing him with the left hook. Yeah, the right uppercut. He was walking on to right uppercuts every time, and the left hook as well. Yeah, I couldn't miss with the right uppercut, and I hit him a few times with the left hook. To be honest, to be honest with you, he was tough lad. He took some big shots.
Did you
Yeah.
think that you could have got him out of there? You know, of course, the whole situation with was it a knockdown, was it not? Did you think about in before going out for the third? Did you feel like oh, it was more of a flash sort of shot, sort of? Did you not feel like you
He,
had to
he
go
was
out looking
he
for
was
the
definitely
stoppage?
it. I think he got up, the way I got up in that Lex Weston fight where I've sort of bounced back up. I think when you get put knocked down like that, you either like when you can either stay down or bounce up. And he done exactly what I done against Lex Weston, where he sort of he literally bounced up, but he weren't recovered. And as I say, I do think that minute, because he should have been counted, shouldn't he? But he never. He went straight to his corner, so he did sort of get his head round. But the round after that, you could tell he still weren't recovered, but he was very tough. And by all accounts, he's a tough lad. I think he was like European kickboxing champion, and he's always sort of been in combat sports. So he was a very tough lad. But as I say, and going into that fight, I knew I was going to win because I just knew that my boxing skills are quite underrated, and also I do like to fight as well. So I just thought whatever he's gonna do, I just knew that I'd have too much for him. And also as well, I do think a lot of opponents now are looking past me a little bit because they're seeing that I've lost 10 fights on the run, like that lad probably did, didn't he? Probably did not expect that off me at all.
Yeah.
So it's probably quite deceiving in a way. And same with this Hamilton on the weekend, like. It's a tough fight for him. And he'll be looking at that fight, won't he? Me winning last week and 2 weeks ago, and thinking, because I would be if I was him, I'd be thinking,
Mm.
could have got me someone easy there. He's only done one 4 rounder, hasn't he?
Yeah, no, but the thing is, even before that fight, um, yeah, how long did you sort of get for this sort of fight against Issiah Hamilton? Did you know about this
Yeah,
fight this
I've
weekend before the Raybould fight, or
yeah, I did. Yeah, I had
yeah,
Oh, did I? Oh, I can't remember. Yeah, I think I did. I think I did have. I have had a little bit of notice for it. I think I might have. Yeah, I think I did know, to be honest, Sam. Yeah. So it's a funny one because when you have got these dates in your head, like when I've got the Cardiff one, when I had the Lex Weston one, I had the Karen Jones one in my head because obviously it was good money, so you're just thinking, do you get what I mean? And then when you've got the
mm,
Karen Jones one, I had the Sun. Yes, so you've always got one in the book like a couple of weeks after. So obviously, as you know, if you get stopped, you can't fight, can you? Or you get cut. So like subconsciously, it is in my head a little bit. Not even getting stopped, but how easy it is to get cut as well. It is always in my head a little bit, but I just a lot of away fighters who you've spoke to, they'll probably tell you the same thing. You just know a win's there within like the first round. You can sense it. So that one in Sunderland, I just knew it was there.
yeah.
Um, and to be honest with you, same again for this one. I'm very confident for this fight, this Hamilton one, because he's had. Don't get me wrong, he'll be good because he's training with Wardley, and he'll be
Yeah.
around good lads and good sparring. But white collar background and want to know as a pro. It's a great opportunity.
Because he made his he made his debut I think it was maybe early Feb or something like
Really
that.
bad. Yeah, Conor
Um,
Meanwell, he fought as well, didn't he?
yeah,
Yeah,
he's tough as well, Connor. He's
yeah, yeah,
another
yeah.
good one.
Yeah, he is, yeah. But no, that's what I mean. It doesn't get much better for me. There's an opportunity like that to fight someone who's not hasn't got the caliber like a Kieran Jones or like a James Ennigan or whoever else, amateur wise, pedigree. It's as I say, I couldn't have picked a better fight really. So I'm just gonna give
Yeah,
it my all, and who knows if I get the win, I might get some good fights off the back of it, which I'm sure I will.
yeah, definitely. I mean, you mentioned he is 1-0. He's with Fabio Wardley and trained alongside that sort of gym. Yeah, 1-0. It's a big opportunity for him that he hasn't been there before. Maybe the whole you don't sort of read into that as much. Like, will the pressure get to him? If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
But you, I know you've been on BBC, Box Nation, and stuff to Zone before. So
Yeah,
in a way, you're sort of getting not used. You know what I mean, sort of thing. You've
yeah,
been
yeah,
on
yeah.
them
I
before.
know what you're saying. I know what it's gonna be like, don't I? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
I
what
think
what
the
what
best.
do you make of him? Have you seen little bits, little glimpses of
You
him?
know what? I had a little. There's not really much of him. That first fight he had with Conor Meanwell's not. I couldn't find it. Like I don't think it's on anywhere. And there's like a little bit of him on, like from his white collar fight. But you can, as I say, that was you can't really take much from that. But I know he's got like that Philly style, like like
Yeah.
I think he does all that, and I think he'd probably try and be a little bit slick, but not an I haven't seen before in sparring or anything. So I'm just gonna be right at him and hopefully another upset, but on the big stage this time.
Yeah, I mean,
And,
you said
and
nothing you haven't seen before. I mean, you've been in there. I mean, we've mentioned countless times in the last interview as well. The caliber of some of the opponents and the prospects. I mean, Down Towered is still one that I thought you done really well, even though you did get stopped. He had a fight on, I think it was the O2. Same night you fought Kieran Jones, but he was on the Wilder Chisora card. He
yeah,
got,
seeing
I
that.
think he got a big stoppage
Yeah,
in
he got a
like
nice
the second
stoppage. Yeah,
round against the good opponent as
yeah.
well.
No, I was
So,
seeing that. Yeah, so that doesn't look a bad loss, does it? Because he's went on and same with Alex McMillan as well. He's fought twice. He fought Nathan Darby. He never stopped Nathan Darby. Um, people must do well to stop him, wouldn't he? But
he's fighting as well
yeah, he is.
Saturday,
Yeah, he is fighting. Yeah, I seen him put
Nathan.
something up. Yeah, Nathan Darby. Yeah, and then he stopped his last opponents. So both of the lads who got stopped by are still stopping other people, which is good. Like so, as
Yeah.
long as they keep doing that, it'll make make them losses not too bad. But no, you're right. That Dan Howard one. I just walked onto a shop, but to be honest with you, up until then, I think it was a close fight. If you put the commentary on mute, like, because you know what they're like for the own fighters, then it was a 50-50 fight, I thought. And then
Yeah.
obviously I just walked onto a shot, which you can do. He had power. But that's what I mean. Yeah, no, this Hamilton is not unlike the lads that fought on them big shows. He might prove me wrong, and I might think, wow, the alley, but I can't see it. So as I say, I'm just gonna try and grab this opportunity with two hands, Sam.
Ready to spoil the party.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
Yeah.
Just gonna go for it. Hands
Yeah.
up, nice and tight, and just put it right on him, Sam.
Yeah. Have you got a couple people coming down? I know it's Manchester, so it's pretty well, it's literally next door.
Yeah, yeah. There's a couple of people coming up, like yeah, but
And it's the
as I
new
say,
venue as well,
yeah,
the
it's in
co-op.
the co-op, isn't it? Yeah, I've never been, but it looks a nice venue, doesn't it?
Yeah, from what I saw like on the TV and what I've heard from people who've been there, they said
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
good.
very good venue.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
no, I can't wait. It's a great experience. Want to tell me little lad when he's older and whatever happens, not many people can say they fought on a heavyweight world title, Bill Sam, can they? So it's
Yeah,
all good, isn't
definitely.
it? But obviously be that much sweeter if I get me hand raised again.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I am just gonna briefly ask you on that fight. Who've you got for that one? Fabio Wardley or Daniel Dubois? I think it could go either way, personally.
Yeah, I fancy Wardley, I fancy Wardley. I just think he's got that bit of grit in him, hasn't he? I think he just keeps surprising everyone, doesn't he? And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, like I'm not one of them people who says got to question Dubois' heart. I think that's a bit harsh. Every fight he's lost to, like the Joyce one, he was very young, wasn't he? And
Yeah.
I think he fractured his eye socket, didn't he?
And
And
Usyk as well. I
Yusuf as
mean,
well. And to be honest, I thought that shot was legit. So I thought he should have,
with
with
the
the low
block.
blow.
Oh yeah, the low blow situation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that. Yeah, so I think he's been a bit done by, but I just think Wardley's got the dog in him a bit more if it goes late. If it goes past like 5 or 6, my money's on Wardley, Sam. Fancy
Yeah.
Wardley. Yeah.
So you're thinking more if it's an early KO, it'd be Daniel, like what he done to AJ.
Yeah, if
And
it
then
goes past that,
if it's later, you're thinking maybe you'd do Fabio probably.
yeah, Fabio
Yeah,
all the way. Yeah,
that's probably fair. That to be honest, Dubois. If you go Dubois, it'd probably have to be sort of in the first sort of half
yeah,
ish, yeah, and
yeah,
then back end for Wardley because he does like leaving it late, doesn't he?
yeah. Yeah,
But
that's it.
he's exciting to watch as well, though, isn't he?
Yeah, there's a couple of good fights on as well, isn't he? Rafferty and
Yeah.
Rafferty,
Esserman, that can be
Asherman,
good.
yeah, and then
Brad,
Cameron and Bradley Ray.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Some good fight. I believe Gavin Gwynn's fighting
Oh, Majid,
Khalil
Majid.
Majid.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So
yeah,
it's a
good card.
good card to be a part of, isn't it? Oh, and David Moreau actually got added on against Zach Chelly. I think it got added on Friday
Is
or
he?
something like
That's
that.
Zach Chelli. I wouldn't like to box him. He's very awkward, him, and he's actually.
Yeah. Well, he's boxed at sort of middle, super middle. Like I think he's fighting at light heavy though. So
Is he? Yeah, might
yeah,
be a bit
yeah,
too big for him now.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah. So yeah, as always, Connor, before I let you go, do you wanna, as always, thank the usual people helping, supporting?
Yeah, sound, yeah. Just me saying that Frankie Preston, who's, get me in good shape, like he always does. A couple of sponsors as well. Pro Am Boxing, who always look after me. I've got another couple of new sponsors as well. The cryotherapy over in Birkenhead, who are helping me with me recovery as well. So yeah, just them, and sorry if I've missed anyone else. Oh, my dad as well, Samuel. He can get a shout out as well because he'll be watching, won't he, later? And no, just everyone that wishes me good luck and well done and stuff on the way after me fights. Thank you for everyone, and hopefully another win and do everyone proud on Saturday, Sam.
Yeah, it'd be a good one, definitely. It's from me as always. Keep up the good work. All the best on Saturday night. Should be a good one. Thank
Yeah.
you for your time.
Cheers, Sam. Take care, mate.
Bye, mate.
Bye, Sam.